Thoughts on week one?
Overall performance wasn't too bad. I think equal amount of chances created for both teams. The difference was defensive corners. So we need to be better there, but some encouraging signs. Good team on the road, so expect them to have some joy and have some opportunities. So a lot to build on for this week heading to Phoenix, but not overall too busy.
What went into the decision to start Chico up by himself?
JJ had been nursing something, so he's just getting back. Ultimately, I'd like to have some firepower coming off the bench.
In an ideal situation, you could start with Chico and JJ be what you would want to go as your first option?
It's game to game. Just depends whatever scenario presents. I think there is games where they play together, and there'll be games where they won't.
I think it made a big difference that Charleston had 90 more minutes of game time experience over you guys going into that one.
Possibly. You can never replicate the USL Championship game. We tried best as possible. We played Portland Heart of Pines twice, and played Hartford once. So, yeah, I'm sure gave them some advantage, but could also say it was an advantage for us not playing because we were able to watch them and they weren't able to watch us.
Thoughts on Maxi's debut?
I think we need to find a way to get him in positions more so where he can be dangerous and impact the game for us. So that'll be growing pains for all of us, but overall his work rate was good. You can see his moments of quality, so I just think we need to do a better job of getting him in positions where he can be dangerous.
Khano, what about the other two debuts, Okiyoshi and Sanchez? How do you feel that they performed on the day?
Yeah, I think both still settling into the group, but again, decent performances. I don't think anybody was too bad, but yeah, I think both have a lot more to offer, but definitely encouraging.
Any reason why Haravo didn't make the start?
It was nursing an injury, so he's just coming back.
What has Timon shown you in this early campaign here?
He really understands very well of how to control and dictate the tempo of a game. So he's obviously very, very ball oriented, ball focused. He's extremely technical, good player, extremely good football IQ. So yeah, a lot more to come.
This Phoenix Rising team, you're going against basically a completely changed team. I think there's only 2 to 4 players that have been on this team since last time you saw them at Bern. What are you doing to prepare for them specifically as a new team this year?
Yeah, I mean, I think especially this first few weeks with this road stretch, we need to be difficult to play against. Obviously, that also includes creating goal scoring opportunities ourselves, but they're a possession-based team, which most teams are now, so they enjoy having the ball, so we need to figure out ways to win it back off them and be able to hurt them, but also put ourselves in positions to be able to enjoy the ball so we can hurt them. So they're young, full of energy, run around, press, extremely young team. I don't know what the average age will be, but I bet it's probably one of the top 5 youngest teams in the league.
What do you have to fix this week on defensive set pieces, you think?
Stop letting dangerous balls come into our box. I think hopefully address that, but ultimately, look, the service was very good too. Like Torres hits an amazing ball. I think he's one of the best wingers / pocket tens like in the league. It's an extremely good ball, left-footed. So I think you struggle to find somebody left-footed in the league that serves a better ball than he does. So are we going to see that every week? No. So we're not getting too carried away. It was definitely very, very good service, elite level service. But what can we do to prevent this? So one is not giving away corners. I think we gave away 2 corners that we felt were unnecessary, especially the first goal. Was it a corner? Obviously the referee called it a corner, but we let the ball go out. So we should never let it go out.
Clay was...
The USL's implementing promotion relegation. Just your thoughts on that decision?
Yeah, I know a lot of people want that in American soccer and think it's a good thing. So that remains to be seen. I think for me, what people need to really look at is people look at promotion relegation and think use the example of England all the time. Like you have to take England out of it. Like England's extremely good, but if you look around other places, like what's promotion relegation look like in Portugal? What's it look like in Poland? Like I don't know. So I definitely think it creates better opportunities for smaller clubs and other teams. But I also think we need to rush into it. It's also business, right? So it's like you see clubs that are in that system and go out of business. So nobody wants that. So obviously, I think it needs to be a good business plan. But I think the league's taking the right steps to give everybody a good runway to get there. So obviously, if I'm hearing reports that the Board of Governors voted on it, and obviously if they think it's a good thing, and my boss tell me we're in a promotion relegation system, I have to figure out a way to be successful in it.
Khano, does that change anything you have to do in the immediacy, or is that a problem for an adjustment later down the road? Is there anything you have to do differently right now?
Yeah, I think it's what it took them 28, 27. So not today.
Just to go back to Charleston, it seemed like there was guys just slipping all over the place the other night on both sides. Do you have any concerns about the field? Did you see anything after the game? Like, what were these field conditions?
No, look, I think the field was good enough. I mean, it's probably one of the better grass fields in the state. It was like we're not going to play on any grass fields better than that. So honestly, it was a choice of footwear. Guys know what footwear. If that's the case, you need to wear metal studs. Both teams were slipping. So I know players at this day and age, they don't really have metal studs all the time, especially us. We play at least 17 games on turf, but probably looking at 80% of our games on turf. The other teams are on turf. So yeah, it's just a choice of footwear. Guys need to have them, and they need them because ultimately it's no excuse. The field is what it is, but you need to put yourself in a position to be able to have good balance and stuff.
Holstead was lights out for you defensively. Obviously not natural to a right center back, but can be such a utility player for you. Do we expect to see more of him in that role, or would you like to see him get kind of back more to where we saw him last year in that midfield capacity?
Yeah, the play is. You talk to him, you ask him, he'll play in goal. He's played in goal in a professional game before, so he did that for Columbus Crew. So wherever the team needs him, he'll play. But yeah, probably looking forward to over the next couple of weeks. We're getting guys back healthy. So Grant was out, Zach was out, Hugo's out long term. So yeah, he filled in there, but he'll move around. His skill set he has attributes. He's such a fantastic athlete that he can play just about anywhere. So wherever we're short somewhere, he'll fill in and help.
We've talked a lot about these road games just being a lot on the body. How do you keep these guys loose and just keeping them from getting super tight, or just being, especially with the time zone difference for this weekend, how do you just keep them in their same paces?
Yeah, I think it's just important to rest when we need to rest. We want to work hard, put the work in, but resting is just as important. So they're professionals. We try to provide them with all the amenities to help with that and negate that. They have massages, they have cold boots, they have cold tubs. So whatever they need to look after themselves. But their sleep's important. But yeah, the travel, it is going to be what it is. The travel back wasn't great. The flight was canceled on Sunday, so we didn't get back to Monday. So it's already a short week. I feel like I'm playing catch up with everything because we're a day behind. So we leave tomorrow for Phoenix. So it is what it is. We can't make excuses. We just got to use it as a reason to be better, not an excuse to not be good.
Khano, are all the regen and recovery systems online here for Tidewater yet, or is that something they still have to go offsite to get?
Just about massage. Massage person goes to that. So the hot tubs, the cold tubs.
So their whole recovery system's
yeah,
online here.
Yeah, the locker room is just about fully functional. So they have everything they need. So meal room, we have coaches' offices and locker room. That's the only spaces that we have access to. But it's much more than we've had since our existence. So I'm not complaining.
You got a contract extension last week. We haven't talked to you since then. Just what's it like just signing that dotted line?
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to do. It's been in the works for a while. We always knew it was going to happen. There wasn't no real reason for it not to happen. So happy to be here and continue to build on. And it's obviously a lot more for us to do to grow. But yeah, I'm excited for the next few years.
Is it comfortability with the league? I mean, obviously you spent some time down in Birmingham. You have full season under your belt now, or do you think it just, instead of going to bouncing back and forth between MLS and here, and it's a different type of pressure. I shouldn't say it's a lot more pressure. It's a different type of pressure with MLS. Do you think just familiarity with the league makes this an easier decision for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately people just want to be where they're appreciated and where they can come and enjoy being at work every day. Like I love working with our players. I love working with our staff. We're fortunate to have this. Like how many USL Championship teams will snap your hand off to have this? So we have it. And to be the first person to lead the group, take it forward, take it as far as we can. And ultimately for me, it's about happiness and being happy in your workplace. So it's the club's aligned. They know what we need to do. We have a good lines of communication between myself and the board and the front office. So for me, it's just about being happy and where you feel like you can be successful. So I'm happy. So I'm excited to stay.
Cool.